Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's your boy Victor Allen, and I am going to plant this season's, or at least this first season's, hemp seeds. So here I have a plastic container that I reused from getting a meal at a restaurant. I didn't want to just throw it away. I knew it could be used and repurposed, so it has a plastic top here. It has a few holes in it, which allows for humidity to escape, which isn't a bad thing, but it'll work for this purpose. In here, I have some old soil that was found in just one of the pots that was around the place, and I also have some sand. I collected the sand. It's not really like it's special sand, but I collected the sand when I went down to Duke Marine Lab. Spent some time there for a little bit, and I knew sand will be a good thing to have in terms of soil amendments, especially with the heavy clay soil that's here. So yeah, currently the ground is still pretty much frozen, so fortunately I found some old potting soil that was in one of the pots, and so I'm just going to add some sand to it just to make it a little less dense, a little more porous, and to allow better water drainage. So yep, so here I have this mix. The sand is kind of sifted to the bottom, but yeah, I'm just mixing it by hand. Here I have some water. It's not special water. I just reuse the glass bottle and just use that to water plants. And so the seeds we're going to plant today, the strain is called Auto 2 Stout. And so you ordered 100 seeds last year. Excuse me, it was kind of late into the season, so we didn't plant them, but we wanted to save them for this upcoming season. So what I'm going to do is show you some of these seeds. Also, I've washed my hands, and it's important to wash your hands to make sure they're sterile when handling seeds or just doing anything, especially when it comes to germination, because they can be finicky. While hemp plants are definitely hardy at the earliest stages, they can be really sensitive to a lot of different things. So wash your hands, and if you like your hands ashy, of course, because I washed my hands and they dried out. So yeah, I didn't want any oils in them. So I don't know if you can see that or if the camera will autofocus, but these are fairly tiny seeds. Now, they're definitely not as small as mint seeds, but they may be like a tenth of the size of sunflower seeds. So yeah, I'm gonna just I'm gonna place a few in here and lightly cover them with the soil. So let's start with, I'm just picking a number, right? Well, actually, I'm not just gonna pick a number. Let's kind of work through this. Okay, so let's say that we plant 20 seeds. Let's say we plant 30 seeds, and it's a 50-50 male to female ratio. So let's say 15 are female, 15 are males. But then let's say the germination rate is only, well, let's start with that. Let's say 30 seeds. Let's put 30 seeds in there. All right, let's say it's a 80% germination ratio, not radio. So that means only 24 are going to sprout. And out of those 24, let's say it's 50-50. So 50% male, 50% female. That plane always comes out here when I'm out here. That's so weird. Maybe I'll come out when the plane's out here, but that's neither here nor there. All right, so after that 80% germination ratio, 50% male, 50% female. So let's say 12 male plants, 12 female plants. Typically, people are like, "Oh, why would you want the male plants?" And these are supposed to be feminized, but there's a possible chance that they may demonstrate hermaphroditism, meaning they have both male and female flowers, or they just may not be fully feminized and come out male. But let's go by what we bought. Let's say they are, out of the 80% germination rate, all 24 that survive are female plants, which would be cool. So saying we have 24 female auto to stout plants, to which we can, one, take cuttings from and make clones of, and two, just allow those to grow and mature to their final flowering stages. So let's start with 30. Let's not use all the seeds, so we have some for the next growing season. So like I said, we have 30. We had 100. I started with 12 last season, but like I said, well, actually, we did plant some last season, but like I said, it was so late they didn't make it, sadly. But it's a learning experience, so we're gonna do 30, and yeah, let's go with that. So 2, 3, 4. And I'm gonna bring the camera over here so y'all can see a little bit closer. All right. Seeds. We already did 4. Let's put us at 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Put these other 2 back. See y'all next season. And like I said, I'm just gonna lightly cover these. Just put a little bit of sand over it. Next, I'm just gonna water them. And as it's very cold, not very cold, but it's pretty cold out here, I'm going to germinate these inside. Yeah. So allow that water to saturate a bit, because the soil was dry for quite a while. And I think it's actually beneficial that this top has holes in it, just because you don't want the soil to be too saturated and then for the seeds to rot. So I'm gonna press that one down. I see that one came back up. Press that one down. I see that one came back up. Press that one down. Yeah. All right, and yeah, this is day 1 of this is officially day 1 of the season. So we're going to, let me just load my water, and then let these sit. I'm gonna put them in a windowsill. It gets a lot of light. I have some other plants that are growing that I've had since last year that are growing, so I'm gonna just put these next to those because they get adequate light, and we'll check back in a few days. Cool.